Attention all pilots. This is your commanding officer, Vice Admiral Graves. Please stand by for a transmission from your employer, Mr. Hammond.
Are you receiving me, Graves?
Yes, sir. Proceed.
All loyal members of the IMC, I have been informed of the recent loss of our air support responsible for the security of Demeter. Rest assured I am presently fueling reinforcements to be dispatched from the core systems on the long jump to the frontier. You will hold the port of Demeter this day. You will crush the terrorists' last-ditch attempt at disrupting our civilization, and you will find yourselves relieved and rewarded tomorrow. Vice Admiral Graves, our world is in your hands.
Yes, sir. All pilots, prepare for battle. Graves to all personnel. Demeter is the gateway to the frontier. By attacking our largest refueling depot, the militia thinks they can shut the door on us. You will correct that perspective. Graves out.
Pilots, defend the hard points at all costs. If the militia overload the reactor core, it's all over. Strap in.
Anvil 1 is to go. Anvil 2 standing by. Anvil 3 is good to go. Anvil 4 is to go. I hate this part. Cut the chatter. Initiating drop sequence.
Separation confirmed. Stand by. Approaching shock layer. Impact in 3, 2, 1.
Pilots, I am taking over operations for Sergeant Blisk. This is a hardpoint battle. Hold the hardpoint so we can shut down the reactor core before the militia can trigger a meltdown. If they succeed, the resulting chain reaction will destroy Demeter and prevent IMC reinforcements from reaching the frontier for years.
Covering sector. Cut.
Well done. We have stabilized core pressure for this section and begun cooling procedures.
No feather on the whole of the level. Just watch them.
Pilot, your Titan will be ready in 60 seconds. Pilot. Sir, militia forces are attempting to divert power to detonate the reactor core.
Can you disrupt them remotely, Spyglass?
Of course, Vice Admiral. Although a manual overload will still be possible.
Online.
protocols engaged. Core shutdown progress at 25%.
Reactor core shutdown at 25%. Continue at present progress.
Critical damage. Seek cover.
We have lost control of all 3 hardpoints. You must regain control before the militia can detonate the reactor core.
Damage core online. Warning. Hostile traffic detected on board. Auto Titan engaging.
Be advised, your Titan has been eliminated. Construct will listen. I have patched in, restoring normal core pressure near the terminal. Override of unauthorized users at 50%. Well done. We have stabilized core pressure for this section and begun cooling procedures. Be advised, your replacement Titan will be ready in 15 seconds.
Warning. Level 2 safety protocols disabled. Core overload at 50%.
Militia is 50% of the way to overloading the reactor core. Pilots, your vaporization is inevitable should you fail to maintain control of the hardpoints. Command authenticated. Stand by for Titanfall.
AI offline. Pilot mode engaged.
Incoming transmission. It is McAllen. Patching in.
Open your eyes, Marcus. You could have stopped me years ago.
Recommend regen.
Instead, you gave me the ship.
Sir, I've got the bastard in my sights. I'm going after him. Stand by.
Blisk, hold your fire. You're gonna rupture a coolant circuit and blow the place to hell. Hand-to-hand combat only. Move.
Recommend you disarm and remove the
With
threat
pleasure,
manually.
sir.
Warning. High damage. Eject.
I have
Eject.
control back to
Eject.
this terminal.
Damage sustained.
Reducing core pressure. Acknowledged. Stand by for Titan.
Control transferring to pilot.
Warning. Level 3 safety protocols disabled. Core overload at 75%. All personnel should begin evacuation
Reactor
procedures
mainframe override at
immediately.
50%.
Friendly pilot on board.
Excellent. I have control for this hardpoint. Pressure reduced.
Critical damage.
Vice Admiral
Take
Graves,
evasive action.
I am picking up a spike in the reactor core.
McAllen.
Vice Admiral, McKellen's locked himself in the reactor core chamber. He'll be bloody dead in minutes. That chamber's completely irradiated.
Blisk, there's nothing you can do. Get to your ship and get out of there.
Marcus, I've got the reactor set to pulse detonate, and all the coolant in the system isn't gonna save this place anymore.
Damage core activated.
Vice Admiral Graves. McAllen has destabilized the core. Shutting down the reactor now will cause a reverse pulse detonation. This will result in the destruction of Demeter. The situation is untenable. Pilot, we are losing the battle by a significant margin. If we are unable to shut down the reactor core, you will not survive the resulting detonation.
Warning. A hostile pilot is attached to the pole. Recommend you disembark and engage the threat directly. Eject.
Be advised, your replacement Titan will be ready in 2 minutes.
Warning. Emergency. Reactor core beginning meltdown. Evacuate all personnel to minimum safe distance immediately.
Pilots, the core is going critical. We're sending evac ships to your location. We're gonna get you out of there.
Negative. Executing command override. Evacuation dropships cancelled.
Damn it, Spyglass! What the hell do you think you're doing?
All capital ships, autopilot engaged. Forcing jump to minimum safe distance.
Marcus, you told me 15 years ago on board the Odyssey to take the ship. Now I'm giving you the same choice. They'll follow you, Marcus. Just lead them. They can't forgive a former IMC. Look at me.
He really believes he can turn you, sir.
In 5, 4.
It's up to you now, my friend.
2.
Take the ship.
On the frontier today, the IMC's port of Demeter was attacked by militia insurgents. Reports are sketchy, but indications are that the refueling facilities sustained major damage in the battle. Numerous casualties
They just cut us off from the core systems. We're stuck on the wrong side of the frontier, sir. Yes, we are.
The whereabouts of several high-ranking officers involved in the conflict, including Vice Admiral Marcus Graves, is presently unknown.
Ready, aim, fire.